Hi there. Welcome. Come on in and get yourself nice and comfortable. And how are you today? Okay. Well, have you ever wondered if you are an introvert, an extrovert, or somewhere in between? Well, if you have, I have a questionnaire here that might provide the answers. There are 100 questions and all of them require a yes or no response. All you have to do is come up with the first answer that comes into your head, yes or no. And I will make a note on here. Some of the questions might seem a little strange, and there are a few in there to make sure you're telling the truth. What do you say? Would you like to give it a go? Great. Well, once you've answered all of these, I'll be able to collate them together and let you know if you're introverted or extroverted. So get comfortable and we'll get started. There are, as I say, 100 questions. We'll stop every 20, 30 or so, just so you can have a little breather, just so it's not too much all in one go, okay? Great, so we're looking for yes or no answers. So, question 1. Do you have lots of different hobbies? Question 2. Do you stop to think things over before doing anything? Question 3. Does your mood often go up and down? Question 4. Have you ever taken praise for something you knew that somebody else had really done? No judgment here, I promise. Question 5. Do you take much notice of what people think? Question 6. Are you a talkative person? Question 7. Would being in debt worry you? Question 8. Do you ever feel just miserable for no reason? Question 9. Do you give money to charities? Question 10. Were you ever greedy by helping yourself to more than your share of anything? Question 11. I love this question. Are you rather lively? Question 12. Would it upset you a lot to see someone or something suffer? Question 13. Do you often worry about things you should not have done or said? Question 14. Do you dislike people who don't know how to behave? Question 15. If you say you will do something, do you always keep your promise, no matter how inconvenient it might be? Question 16. Can you usually let yourself go and enjoy yourself at a party? Question 17. Can you be an irritable person? Question 18. Should people always respect the law? Question 19. Have you ever blamed someone for doing something you knew was really your fault? Question 20. Do you enjoy meeting new people? Question 21. Are good manners very important? Question 22. Are your feelings easily hurt? Question 23. Are all of your habits good and desirable ones? Question 24. I'll start that again, apologies. Do you tend to stay in the background on social occasions? Question 25. Would you take drugs that may have a strange or dangerous effect? Question 26. Do you often feel fed up? Question 27. Have you ever taken anything, however small, that belonged to someone else? Question 28. Do you like going out a lot? Question 29. Do you prefer to go your own way rather than act by the rules? That's my first page of questions. Take a little breather. There's a drink of water there, if you'd like one. Just before we carry on, all the way up to question 60 next. How are you finding them? Nothing too out there? Great. So, you ready to carry on? Question 30. Do you enjoy hurting people that you love? Question 31. Are you often troubled by feelings of guilt? Question 32. Do you sometimes talk about things you know nothing about? Question 33. Do you prefer reading to meeting people? Question 34. Do you have enemies? Question 35. Would you call yourself a nervous person? Question 36. Do you have lots of friends? Question 37. Do you enjoy practical jokes, even if they hurt people? Question 38. Are you a worrier? Question 39. As a child, did you do as you were told immediately and without complaining? Question 40. Would you describe yourself as happy-go-lucky? Question 41. Do good manners and cleanliness matter to you? Question 42. Have you often gone against your parents' wishes? Question 43. Do you often worry that bad things might happen? Question 44. Have you ever broken or lost anything belonging to someone else? Question 45. Do you usually take the initiative in making new friends? Question 46. Would you call yourself tense or highly strung? Question 47. Are you mostly quiet when you're with other people? Question 48. Do you think that marriage is old-fashioned and should be done away with? Question 49. Do you sometimes boast a little? Question 50. Halfway. Are you more easygoing about right and wrong than most people? Question 51. Can you easily get some life into a rather dull party? Question 52. Do you worry about your health? Question 53. Have you ever said anything bad or nasty about anyone? Question 54. Do you enjoy cooperating with others? Question 55. Do you like telling jokes and funny stories to your friends? Question 56. Do some things taste the same to you? Question 57. As a child, were you cheeky to your parents? Question 58. Do you like mixing with people? Question 59. Do you worry if you know that there are mistakes in your work? Question 60. Do you suffer from sleeplessness? Fantastic. Take another break. Getting there now, we're over halfway. Any surprising questions there? There's one or two, right? Well, we're going from question 61 to question 90 on this next page. Are you ready to carry on? Okay. Question 61. Have people said that you sometimes act too rashly? Question 62. Do you always wash your hands before a meal? Question 63. Do you nearly always have a ready answer when people talk to you? Question 64. Do you like to arrive at appointments in plenty of time? Question 65. Have you often felt listless and tired for no reason? Question 66. Have you ever cheated at a game? Question 67. Do you like doing things in which you have to act quickly? Question 68. Are or were your parents good people? Question 69. Do you often make decisions on the spur of the moment? Question 70. Do you often feel that life is very dull? Question 71. Have you ever taken advantage of anyone? Question 72. Do you often take on more activities than you have time for? Question 73. Are there some people who try and avoid you? Question 74. Do you worry a lot about your looks? Question 75. Do you think people spend too much time safeguarding their future with savings and insurance? Question 76. Have you ever wished anything bad upon yourself? Question 77. If you were sure you could never be found out, do you dodge paying taxes? Question 78. Can you get a party going? Question 79. Do you try not to be rude to people? Question 80. Do you worry for too long after an embarrassing experience? Question 81. Do you generally look before you leap? Question 82. Have you ever insisted on having your own way? Question 83. Ever suffer from nerves? Get butterflies in your tummy? Question 84. Do you often feel lonely? Question 85. On the whole, do you trust people enough to tell the truth? Question 86. Do you always practice what you preach? Question 87. Is it better to follow society's rules than to go your own way? Question 89. Have you ever been late for an appointment or for work? Question 90. Do you like a lot of bustle and excitement around you? Okay, 90 down, 10 to go. Let's have another quick relax while I get the last sheet in front of me. Very interesting questions in this last 10. But think of that first response, that yes or no answer. Are you ready? Okay. Question 91. Would you like if some people were afraid of you? Question 92. Are you sometimes bubbling over with energy, but sometimes very sluggish? Question 93. Do you sometimes put off until tomorrow what you ought to do today? Question 94. Do other people think of you as being very lively? Question 95. Do people tell you lots of lies? Question 96. Do you believe that people have a special duty to their family? Question 97. Are you touchy about some things? Question 98. Are you always willing to admit it when you have made a mistake? Question 99. Would you feel very sorry for an animal caught in a trap? And question 100. When your temper rises, do you find it difficult to control? is all 100 questions. A couple of very odd ones to finish on, but well done. Thank you for staying focused through 100 questions. I really appreciate it. Take a moment just to take a breather while I pop all these back onto the clipboard, and I will tell you what is going to happen next. Were there any questions in there that confused you? Any that you weren't sure why they were in there? Do you think you answered yes or no more frequently? Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do now. What I'll do is go away and collate all of the answers to the questions that you've given me, all those yeses and nos. What we do is we take a look against the inventory that was created, and we can tell where you sit on a scale of introvert to extrovert. It's not always as simple as saying you are an introvert, you're an extrovert. It might be that you're somewhere in the middle, or in certain situations more introverted or more extroverted. You may also be an ambivert, a bit of both. What do you think will come out of this? Where do you think you sit on this scale? It will be interesting to see if these results agree. Obviously, if they don't, you're under no obligation to accept them. But it might be interesting to just read the report and see if you can recognise yourself in there. Do you have any questions for me at all? Okay. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to answer all 100 questions for me today. Thank you for that patience. It is much appreciated. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Take care.